O fate-saddled child, O anguished traveler, O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler, O lodestar who wanders in solemn duty, O thou anguished traveler.
My name is Iselin Pacelli Majal Hulkenberg.
So I need to pretend that I didn't just restart the computer for YouTube people, but that's fine. I did have to restart the stream, but it doesn't matter because we didn't get far at all. Oh wait, no, for purely for YouTube, I have to go back here. And also because I'm not for Twitch as well, because I'm not publicizing the last stream or the last attempt. Oh, what's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me, are you actually thinking of participating in the tournament for the throne? Oh, the audacity of youth. That's rich. A mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of as king. The idea makes me sick to my stomach. The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart schoolchildren like you and Louise dare to... It hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. And he is a candidate as well. Hey, would it be alright if we accepted the bounty contract for Heisme? Heisme? You sure you can handle that? We can't be held liable if you get yourself killed out there. I can. You're an odd one, alright? Either that or you're just green. Head to Martira. You can probably get more information there. Now we have our official quest for it. You get 100k for it. Okay, we got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Louise's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
Okay, and now we're back where we left off.
Let's rest.
Well met, eh?
I wasn't really trying to speak to him. So, honestly, the only thing we can do now is just rest. Stroll said He asked Fabienne for a map of Martyria, and she gave me the one from Grius's personal effects. It covers all the main roads. We may have found one in town, but a military map always has more details. Fabienne continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals.
Now then.
Our preparation seems to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive, overtuned uncertainty. Never mind. Forgive me my mutterings. Just please do not be surprised, no matter what we're presented with.
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only once every once in a while. Okay. Time to sleep.
Good night. Can I come in?
What's wrong?
You can't sleep?
No, that's not it. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So, I just... Oh no, I promised Miss Fabienne I wouldn't cry.
Oh, it's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it?
But we don't have death flags on us.
Home safe. I'll be waiting here as long
That's the difference.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again. Can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Wow, this is a whole ass quest. Marie is waiting for us to return home and regale her with the tales of the strange and distant places we visit. Curative Coney roast, okay.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted to him.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital.
Oh, she remembers, huh? I do. When you got me thrown out? Lol.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stunned them so? Do you mind if I...
Everyone wants to read this book. Everyone wants a piece of it. So she's going to read it, and then I'm going to fall asleep.
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, Perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, it's not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good.
Speaking of dreams, I'm dreaming now.
So that man is powered the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that this newfound strength, my dearest dream, 'tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Juna!
Lady Juna!
Who? Juna. I was gonna say, is she a songstress or singer? Oh yeah, this is the opening ceremony. So she's definitely going to be a character that we can dap up and get a social link going.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues.
Okay.
Off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven.
Right.
There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master.
Oh, hello.
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly.
Oh.
But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
Okay.
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, crier! Where's Count Louise?
Oh yeah, he is a Sanctus Crier.
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Wait,
In terms of us, our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black...
Ah.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced sanctism.
Luis likes hiring JoJo characters.
He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you. What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Krauss. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne.
I missed the first dude. Lena Caden.
Popular by pledging free drinks for life. It's Loveless O'Shea.
Okay.
Uplifting the beautiful.
What race is she?
The hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow.
Look at all these colorful characters.
I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
Why did he have to out my race? An Elden?
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Wow, they really don't like elders, and for what?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Huh?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
Huh?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
Yo.
A land runner?
It's quick!
A land runner.
Headed right for the...
It'll crash!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What hell? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You dolt! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. Feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
Okay, tournament arc starts now.
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on!
You can literally fly.
It's incredible.
Okay, to New Horizons we go. Popularity rank went up. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? What's with this thing? Is this our carriage? Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now? We want to go to a place called Martira, Old Castle Town, I think. Should be a way south. Is it 4 days away?
Let's see.
Whoa. This place here.
That's where you want to go.
This place here.
Is it 4 days away? Down to Martiro, huh? On this craft's legs? Oh, I'd say that'll be about 4 days, 3 nights about. 4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage, and surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Bally good. Now cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martiro, Old Castle Town.
This is amazing. I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me that? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver. Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Fuck! I'm not in this for the money, boy.
Suspension is kind of rough, I'm not gonna lie. It's shaky as shit.
What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Stroll's really into this.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation?
Yeah, true.
That man is Neurus.
Neurus.
Ishkia, if 'twas
Oh, bird person.
the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
We get Gunner from him. We get Gunner from him.
What?
So I realize I'm off center into the vignette. I'm just relaxing. I'm in my relaxing pose. It's been a long day at work.
Excitable.
And if we go back in time, we get to see how this all came about.
Neurus, are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
Did we have to convince him that the prince is alive?
I know, but I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it! Off with you now! Leave me be!
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
What have you done? Oh God.
Good God.
Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, definitely I was making this for the...
Meant for the royal family, it is rather...
Definitely wasn't tinkering and making it of his own design.
Really? Build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly, I followed the blueprint. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this...
I want to be the true pirate king. I must find the One Piece.
And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady, but leave the value runner alone.
Look, this runner... It is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
True.
No scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
I'm thinking about like what Fon said about the suspension being kind of rough. We have to remember that this thing is literally running, like literally got legs and running. I don't think that this is probably about as smooth as it gets without it being on wheels.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world. I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on him.
I think we can count on him. If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own
Is
devices.
that racing movie?
We're all...
Or racing anime even?
Or runner, I guess.
Red line.
You can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
Wasn't it like a movie? Yeah.
Filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Rhylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I trust all of you.
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all. The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you.
Hey Sophie, how's your Honkai sesh going?
Misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh, no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
He's just the game's airship, Sid. Simple as. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities such as the strategy room, the lounge and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh yeah?
I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kind of want to see what that engine room is like. Was good, got Linksha's signature. Is Linksha the current character on the banner now? Do you have Linksha? And the stream's going well. I'm pretty low energy, and I admit, because I'm just, I've just finished work like an hour ago, and so, but I really wanted to play the game, so I'm obviously streaming it. So I'm going as long as I can until I fucking fall asleep. But you got both? I hate your luck. I hate your Honkai luck. It's not fair. It's not fair. Alright, let's look at the round table. So we're on our way still.
And there's, let's see here.
Let's make a save as well. The door must lead to the end of the Gauntlet Runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Stairs to the cockpit. Mind the rope, lad. We wouldn't want you going overboard. Okay. deck. This is cool. This is fucking cool. Yeah, no wonder it's shaky. It's just running. Legs go brr. Stompy stomp. Alright, let's go this way. Great luck. Ella's just got a 3rd or 4th, 5th 5-star without ever losing a 50-50. Are you having a fucking giggle? And she started the game, what, a month ago?
Incredible!
Hey!
You're real? Damn.
We sleep in these. Oh my god. This is the kitchen. Oh, she's been no-lifing it. I think she may be a higher level than me. Do you mean her Trailblazer level? Fucking hell. Cloth covered barrel. Beneath this cloth, there seems to be a big barrel. I wonder what it's used for. Oh, she's truly no-lifed it. Oh. Oh.
I wonder.
Oh god. Yo, y'all, Levan, how you doing? Oh, there's the engine room corridor. Okay, before we go down to the engine room real quick, I know Levan, you just joined, but Twitch really wants me to run ads, and so I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads so that it can leave me alone for an hour. Hello, Wild Wolfman. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Just about to hit pause for ads, so I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Hello. So Levan was messaging me during that break, because he was like, because he obviously missed part of it. He was like, oh, I'm assuming Louise is running for the tournament as well, right? And I was like, yes, you missed that bit. Yeah, Louise is explicitly not running for the tournament. And Levan asks, oh, does he see himself above it all? And then that's when I got distracted by scrolling on Instagram. Well, maybe he does see it above him, see himself above it all. He himself never explicitly made an announcement that he's not joining. It was the crier that said that he's not joining. And so our party's like, wait, what the fuck? The entire point of this is to make him see. But if Louise is like second in place, he can't afford to ignore the entire thing. So he'll probably make his move at some point. All right, now we can go down here. What's this? Nothing in the laundry. There's more. What's this? Upright cleaning tool. Maybe not now. I do actually hate walking around in the ship. Mostly because it's like very tight inside. Pause. And the shaking is throwing me off. First time on the gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Call the runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magla crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you take your life in your hands when you travel the wild. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beasts, made from 0 momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, Miguel, best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then, maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. What tribe is Nero's from? He is Ishkia. Birdman. I'll read that now. An engineer that designs and maintains gauntlet runners. Because magla crystals power runners, engineers need to be familiar with the workings of magic and magic igniters, but they also need to be well versed in a wide range of fields, from dragon crystal technology for movement to armaments for battle. As the costs required are substantial, engineers almost exclusively come from noble families who own gauntlet runners. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Gauntlet Runner activities. You will continue toward your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books on the bookshelf, or using a washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Not bad. I want to do some reading. Hey, Mysterious, doing well, doing a bonus stream today, post-work stream, post-shift stream, so, my energy's low. It's a Sunday, should be the day of rest, but here I am streaming this big old RPG, gonna see how long I can go without passing out, because I'm very tired. How are you? Let's read about Neurus. Neurus Korax, a genius engineer of the Ishkia tribe. He can single-handedly manage all things gauntlet runners, from planning to maintenance to piloting, and was contracted to build the prince's gauntlet runner before the prince vanished. He comes from a noble, highly respected family with a stately mansion in Grand Trad, but as he shows absolutely no interest in social status or family prestige, is dismissed by his family as an unmanageable oddball. Where's my... Despite his pedigree, his appointment to build the prince's runner was solely based on merits, not his social standing. Since then, Neurus has retained a strong sense of gratitude toward the royal family. Unfortunately, as both the prince and king met successive suspicious ends, Neurus was unable to repay their favor, which burdened him greatly. We finally get a thing about Ishkia. A tribe recognizable by their avian wings, as well as their almond eyes and long eyelashes. Though the fewest in number of the 8 tribes, they have a reputation for their intelligence, giving them a strong presence in bigger cities. Many find higher status in intellectual labor, such as scholars and sanctors, and the like, making it not uncommon for Ishkia to be wealthy. So, wait, so we're not even part of the 8 tribes. Damn, that's crazy. Giddo. Ovis Giddo. A muscular, bald-headed Rosant warrior who serves as both captain of the Monk army, the enforcement arm of the Crown Theocracy, and Forden's primary bodyguard. He assumed the role of no bird brains here. He assumed the role of captain after his predecessor lost his life during the suppression of the Mage Academy in Ontario. He specializes in a unique fighting style that combines magic staff and spear techniques passed down through generations of warrior monks. Back on the road again. Oh, where are you going to? Do you have any channel in your Discord for sharing music? I have a channel in my Discord for sharing music that people have made, I believe, in the Creative Foundry bit. But like general music, like in music interest and stuff, I don't. I should make one. For now, I'll put it in just chatting. But I will make one actually. I will make one. Yes, I will make one after the stream. I have to remind myself. But yeah. Glodell. Ideus Glodell, a young Rosant warrior who serves Luis in his lower rungs. Keeping his dog at his side, even in battle, he's earned the title the Black Hound, out of both fear and ridicule. Because Luis did not formally enter the tournament for the throne, Glodell entered of his own volition to secure Luis's following and act as a proxy for their support. right. He hopes that if he can make a name for himself in the tournament, Louise will acknowledge him. Batlin. Albus Batlin, a Clamar man who works as a crier for the crown theocracy. Most criers prefer rhetoric that venerates and strengthens the authority of sanctism and the royal family, but Batlin is the opposite, prioritizing the propagations of the people as though commentating on a sport. Barden. Elphus Barden, a strapping Rosant warrior serving as the captain of the guard corps in Martira. A man of integrity, his careful and fair judgment is so trusted, he's treated as right-hand man to the Lady of Martira. He's travelled a great distance to Grand Trad to post a bounty for the criminal responsible for an unsolved series of kidnappings plaguing Martira. Milo Maurizio, an Ishkia candidate participating in the tournament. A princely man claiming to be an illegitimate son of the Montario royal family. He pledges to adopt a caste system. Sorry, distracted. Okay, there we go, I'm fine. Based on beauty, with himself, the most beautiful of all, bestowing grace and honor upon the country as its king. His suave looks and mannerisms have earned him a devout following. Each time he smiles from the stage on his gauntlet runner, the Palace of Beauty Hildebrand, shrill screams can be heard from the crowd. That's it? Okay. Martira, the old castle town. A town southwest of Grand Trad off the main road, developed from a town originally formed around Craigante Castle, a stronghold of the Annex War. The town's distance from the main road gives it a sense of isolation and some say certain gloom. One of Ukrainia's closest town to the ocean, I don't know how to pronounce Oceanan? Here we go. Oceanan border, which made it the cornerstone of Ukrainia's defense against Oceania. I'm having trouble with that word. During the Annex War, the relatively flat terrain affords the castle's watchtower a clear view of the town's environs. Any movement or mobilization from Oceania was thus immediately observed, making it impossible to launch a surprise attack on the town, especially as the war predated the invention of the swift, powerful gauntlet runners of the modern fame. However, its time as the keystone of Ukrainia's front lines has long since passed into history. I wasn't done. Principality of Oceania. One of the kingdom of Ukrainia's three constituent countries occupying its westernmost land. The Oceanian capital, Port Brilehaven, is the largest trade port in the kingdom, owing to a history of extensive sea route trade with civilians and pirates alike. It's been known for its powerful navy since before the Annex War, and a rich culture centered on its warriors of the sea. Tournament of the Throne. For the Throne, a large-scale tournament where prospective candidates compete to gain the approval of the people. The winner of this popularity contest will then be crowned king. The crown theocracy proclaimed themselves to be the organizers after the invocation of the royal magic by the previous king. The stated purpose is for candidates to prove their worth by completing tasks while visiting the three capitals of the United Kingdoms. But could there be an ulterior motive? Exhibition of the Brave, a grandiose event celebrating the first task of the Tournament for the Throne. For this exhibition, candidates are to neutralize a dangerous creature disrupting the peace of the nation. They must bring its head to Port Brilehaven in the Principality of Oceania to await judgment of their asset by the masses. The party will have to prepare something spectacular to catch the attention of Louise, who has refused to participate in this mission. Curse Formula. A diagram of the formula created to cast the curse on the prince. The curse magic is so complex, none have yet been able to undo its tangled weave. The convoluted nature of this spell has led to the belief that the spellcaster drew the formula as they composed it. Obtaining and deciphering this formula may enable the curse to be revoked. Considering that Louise is protected by the royal magic and now cannot be killed, this is the party's last hope to lift the curse. Right, okay. What are we doing now? Head to Martira. Oh yeah, I can do anything now.